What's up guys, Sloan here from ReTek, and today we're starting 2020 off with a bang. We're going to be doing a top 10 games of 2019, but before we get into that, make sure you follow all of our social media down below, and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future content that will be coming up. But without further ado, let's jump right in to our top 10 games of 2019 with number 10.
Number 10.
Starting off our top 10 countdown is Resident Evil 2. Released in January, Resident Evil 2 is a remake of the genre-defining game which originally released in 1998. Completely rebuilt from the ground up in Capcom's Resident Evil engine, Resident Evil 2 delivers amazing graphics, visuals, and audio in an intense, action-packed game. Resident Evil 2 allows players to play as both Leon and Claire, which provides a unique perspective on the events unfolding in Raccoon City. Resident Evil 2 is a phenomenal remake and game, and it's a solid way to start off our top 10 of 2019.
Don't shoot! Get down!
Number 9.
Number 9 is another remake, this time from Nintendo. The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening was originally created in 1993, and Nintendo honored that game's legacy by adding tons of new dungeons and enemies while slapping HD graphics and 3D models on it. The updated graphics make it a complete joy to play as you work your way through this mysterious Koholint Island in order to wake up the Windfish and find your way home. While I had some performance issues throughout my playthrough, it doesn't really diminish the fun and exciting adventure and gameplay. If you haven't played the original Link's Awakening, then this is the title you absolutely must pick up. The enjoyable boss fights, puzzles, and adventure that The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening provides gets at the number 9 spot in our top 10 of 2019.
Number 8.
Coming in at number 8 is another Nintendo Switch game. Nintendo's first stab at a legitimate Pokemon RPG for the Nintendo Switch resulted in Pokemon Sword and Shield. The power of the Nintendo Switch is really harnessed in these games as you adventure through many environments in the new Galar region that were not possible in previous Pokemon games. Pokemon Sword and Shield also shake up the typical formula by replacing the traditional Elite Four and gyms with the previous games, and this time you take on the Pokemon League, which is a nice twist to the series. And it's always fun to Dynamax your Pokemon. Luckily you don't have to worry about this new feature being too ridiculous as it's only allowed in the gyms. Being a fan of Pokemon since childhood, it's only fitting that this game makes number 8 on my top 10 list of 2019.
Number 7.
You know, we never talked about it while we still wore the colors.
Days Gone ends the day at number 7. SIE Bin Studio and Sony really hit the spot with this third-person zombie thriller that I think was one of the most underrated games of 2019. Maybe it's the crazy motorcycle gameplay or the beautiful scenery of the Pacific Northwest, or maybe it's even the amazing, absolutely bonkers zombie hordes that are rampant in the game. The game also features awesome music and voice acting from every character. Call me crazy, but I think the game comes close to matching Naughty Dog in terms of story and gameplay. Coming in at number 6 is the real mind bender of 2019. Remedy's Control is a third-person mind trip that will leave you wanting to know more throughout the entire game. The supernatural, action-packed gameplay is fulfilling and rewarding. I mean, who doesn't like launching fire extinguishers at people? Control is easily one of the best games to come out in the last 5 years, and explores the secrets of a super secretive government agency that has been overran by some otherworldly enemy. If you haven't become the director, then what are you waiting for?
Number 5.
Do you dare to walk this path with me? One misstep.
Breaking into our top 5 games, Fire Emblem Three Houses is one of the most expansive games I've ever played. The amazing turn-based combat and cutscenes are enough to give it a top 5 spot in our list of top 10 games of 2019. From developer Intelligent Systems, you take the role of a teacher at the Church of Seros who maintains order in the continent of Fodlan. The absolute depth and story behind each and every character in the game is breathtaking and provides hours of exploration, talking, and fighting. The turn-based battles are extremely challenging and would give Alexander the Great a run for his money. Due to its hours and hours of gameplay, Fire Emblem Three Houses gets number 5 on our top 10 list of 2019.
Number 4.
Number 4 is yet another remake. Wait, didn't Activision say we couldn't call it a remake, but a reboot? Either way, Captain Price is back to take on a new batch of baddies in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Mirroring a lot of real-world events and working with real-life military personnel, Activision and Infinity Ward have unearthed the best Call of Duty game in many years, and one of the best shooters of the year. A campaign that has a real solid story that comes together very nicely in a multiplayer with a metric ton of modes. It's hard to go wrong with Call of Duty Modern Warfare, especially when you can play with anyone on any system. This year's Call of Duty features cross-platform play, so you can play with anybody on any system. All these features are enough to give it the number 4 on our top 10 list of 2019.
You saved lives today, Sergeant.
This shouldn't have happened in the first place, sir.
Number 3.
Boom! COD Squad wins again.
Their deaths still carry honor.
Poor bastards.
Check out the loot. They left Gibraltar.
Starting on our top 3 games of 2019, Apex Legends was quite a surprise when it was announced and released only a few days apart from each other. And surprisingly enough, it turned out to be one of the best Battle Royale games ever released. As a game set in the universe of Titanfall, a lot of the game mechanics are familiar, smooth, and play well with the Battle Royale genre. Every single character has unique skills and talents that make them all fun and give you a great experience no matter who you are using. Plus, there's few sounds as rewarding as getting a kill in Apex Legends. That's why it receives number 3 on our top 10 list of 2019.
Number 2.
Our run-up in the top 10 games of 2019 is Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, from Software's first non-Dark Souls game that takes place in 1500 Sengoku, Japan. You play as the Wolf, a shinobi whom is tasked with finding the leader of your clan. Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice features heavy Dark Souls-esque combat with the samurai ninja twist to it that makes it a refreshing experience, and the shinobi tools make combat very diverse and distinctive from other games of the type. Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice is absolutely amazing, and fans of Dark Souls as well as Japanese culture enjoy Sekiro. This is why it gets number 2 on our top 10 games of 2019.
Number 1.
Don't stand out.
Our number 1 and best game of 2019 is Respawn Entertainment's Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Jedi Fallen Order takes place 5 years after the events of Star Wars The Revenge of the Sith, so the Empire is in full control of the galaxy and is currently hunting down any remaining Jedi. You play as Cal Kestis, who was a Padawan of the Jedi Order and is now in hiding from the Empire. You make your way around the galaxy, helping multiple characters from the Star Wars galaxy, and are working on rebuilding the Jedi Order, as well as building up your skills. Taking a lot of hints from games such as Dark Souls and Sakura, this is the definitive Star Wars Jedi experience with amazing sound design, voice acting, and combat. It's also got a lot of Star Wars lore involved, which is always a plus. So from our certain point of view, this is the #1 game of 2019.
Well guys, there you have it. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order takes top prize in our top 10 games of 2019. Amazing visuals, audio design, gameplay, and story make that game a little bit better than every other game out there in 2019. Let us know down in the comments below what you think the best game of 2019 was, and let us know what you think the best game of 2020 will be. My guess, Cyberpunk 2077, but who knows? Before we get out of here, make sure you guys hit that social media up down below, and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you do not miss any future content. But until next time, I will see you guys later.